I'm Carolyn Niethammer. My new book, A Desert Feast Celebrating Tucson's Culinary Heritage, tells the stories of what Tucsonans have been eating over the last 10,000 years. It is the answer to why Tucson was named a UNESCO City of Gastronomy. The historical tales are fascinating, but so are the stories of how today Tucsonans are using the delicious local heritage foods. Now, my new book, which is here, Desert Feast, is mostly about stories with just a few recipes. There wasn't anything really appropriate in here for our event today. So the recipe that we're going to do today, crispy barrel cactus seed chips, comes from my previous cookbook, Cooking the Wild Southwest, Delicious Recipes for Desert Plants, which talks about 23 different desert plants that are tasty, easy to gather, and can't be confused with anything that's going to hurt you. So let's get going on our barrel cactus seed chips. So we're going to start with barrel cactus. So the nice thing about barrel cactus fruits is that they have no prickers. They grow on barrel cactuses, which are usually low or not much higher than knee height, and they stay ripe for a long time. Now let's see what happened to my, okay, so we'll cut the cactus seed in half. Now, when they're fresh, when you've just picked them, these seeds are fresh and kind of sticky in there, and you can't get them all out easily. But one way to make it a lot quicker is to cut them the day before you want to use them and just put them out in the sun. And once they are just a little bit dry, look how easy those seeds just come right out. So what we want is about a tablespoon of seeds. Okay, so there's lots of seeds in each fruit, so you don't need many to get a tablespoon of seeds. So I think that's what we've got. Now, we're going to include those seeds with some other seeds that have a nice Southwest flavor. Now in the recipe I sent you, it says mustard seeds, but I don't have any right now. So what we're going to use instead is coriander seeds. Now coriander seeds are the seed of the cilantro plant. So I let my cilantro plants go to seed last spring, and so I have a lot of nice coriander seeds, and we're going to grind them all up. Now, one of the reasons that we're going to grind them up is because you've seen these barrel cactus seeds are really slippery. They'll roll around, and if we didn't grind them up a little bit, they would slip right off of our chips. So we are going to grind them up with some other delicious seeds. And so we're going to put them here. I have this little coffee grinder that I use just for seeds, and I use something else for coffee. So here we have my coriander seeds, which go really well with these cumin. It's a southwestern flavor that's very recognizable to us. And then a little freshly ground pepper and some coarse salt. We want that to be nice and coarse. Okay, so we will grind these all up. Now, we don't want to grind it to a powder. We just want to knock the edges off of those barrel cactus seeds so they will stick onto our chips. Now, what we have here is some whole wheat pitas that I've cut into rounds. For each half of a pita, about 6 pieces. So you get about 12 pieces out of each pita bread. And we'll spread them out, and we have some nice olive oil here. And we'll just brush them with olive oil. I'm using a pastry brush, but if you don't have a pastry brush, you can just use a regular brush, a clean brush, or you can use a spoon and smear it around into your fingers. It's pretty easy. Now, one thing that's interesting about barrel cactus is they stay fresh on the plant for a long time. It's not like saguaros that you have to get them right away. And the Native Americans who relied on wild plants often left those as the last to gather. By the time their mesquite pods were all wormy, those barrel cactus fruits were still there and they could get them. Okay, so now we're going to take this, move these out of the way, this seed mixture and put it on our pita rounds really thick, because we want that nice flavor, really strong flavor. What can you do with these? Well, they're, sooner or later we're going to have cocktail parties again, or all kinds of parties where we'll be expected to take food, and this is a good thing to take. Now, when you're introducing a wild food, you want to make sure to take something that's recognizable. You don't want to come with something that's so weird that people will back away, people who are reluctant to try new flavors. Start them off with something very recognizable, like these. Nice things. Okay, now we're not going to do all of them because we want to move this little video ahead, but we'll put them on a tray, our tray here, and we're going to put them in the oven. We've heated our oven for 350, and they'll take anywhere between 5 and 7 minutes. But do be careful to check them at 5 minutes. You don't want to go to all this trouble harvesting your barrel cactus seeds and then have them over brown or worse, burnt to a crisp. So we're going to put them in our 350-degree oven now. Okay, we're back after about 6 minutes. Let's see, let's take this out. Okay, here they are. They're nice and crisp, and they look delicious. Now, if you want to serve them, you probably might position them like this to take on the table, and they are crunchy and they are savory, and I hope you have a good time with barrel cactus seeds.